people start to think like that, you find that comfort, you find that acceptance, you find that, you know, it's okay. I don't have to have this. I don't have to look like this. I don't have to be this. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good right here in this moment, in the part of my life, whatever, you know, if it's not. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Deep MCs, the podcast that seeks to push meaningful conversation to a whole new level. Whether it's for your entertainment or your personal growth, we appreciate you being here today. And now, on to the show. What's going on, man?
Here we are once again.
You know what? I didn't sample any good music, so this is what we're going to go with. Normally we say, hey, what kind of music do we want to put in today? I didn't do that, so I apologize to everybody out there.
What is this music?
This is retro techno, get pumped up. This is that I'm about to go hit the gym, get my Instagram body on, show them what I'm working with, get them endorsement deals, get energized, get pumped up, because we're getting ready to go.
Okay, can I ask you to do something?
Yeah, what's going on?
Can you fix the TV?
Oh shit, did I fuck it up?
Yeah, you did.
Look, you saw me test it too.
I know, you tested it and then it started
fucked it up.
Like now we're rolling through like a slideshow.
I do enjoy a good slideshow. You know what? I'm curious. No one ever, which I'm actually upset about, no one ever came through and they said when we had the last time, you remember when we had the slideshow and we were like, hey, some of my pictures, go ahead and check them out.
Right. Yeah. Nobody ever commented on your pictures?
No one ever commented on my pictures, which makes me feel like no one's listening, which makes me want to say, hey.
They're listening. They just may not have liked your pictures.
But what they can like is this podcast.
You can like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. See, y'all didn't know this was a setup.
A full setup.
A full setup just to get there. We lying. I fucked up. But neither here,
it works.
Neither here nor there. It works. Like, comment, subscribe. Please help us out so that we can afford a steady picture that doesn't scroll through. We need your help.
We need. By this time next year, we need to be in the studio. So we need you guys to
100%.
You know, to help us with that.
Full blown, please.
We have some goals that we're trying to reach.
What we getting into today since we got this good hype music going?
Yeah, I know, man. It's that's gonna move us along in the conversation today.
Yes, it is.
We're talking about body image, man.
Body image.
Yup.
Body image. Right. Body image is that's a crazy thing, man. When you think about it, I don't know. Okay, so
you about to get deep?
I don't know if I'm about to get deep. I'm just trying to figure it out. Right? Is body image a real thing, or is it a false perception that you project on somebody else? I don't know if that makes sense.
Explain it to me.
So we talk about body image. We talk about body image like it's a real thing. Like, oh, you know, my body image, or, you know, they have a bad body image of themselves, or whatever the situation is, right? However you want to use body image. I'm not an Oxford dictionary, you know, whatever. But we talk about it like it's a real thing that exists. But really, it's a mental thing. And really, if it doesn't exist to the people on the other side, does it really exist, right? So people go through crazy transformations, they do crazy things, they do all of this shit because they see a body and they feel they need to look like a body, or they see their body and they feel they need to look like a body, and they do all of these things to change themselves, to contour themselves, to do whatever, to look like something. But that thing that they're trying to look at is only their perception of what looks good.
Gotcha.
Right? So what really is body image? What does it mean? And why are we always chasing it, I guess, would be my structure. And at the same time, like, if you're by yourself, would you have body image problems?
I mean, I think society gives us a lot of that though, right? So anytime you turn on the TV, anytime, I mean, you see a lot more of it now, but there was a time and place where you never saw a heavyset woman or a heavyset man on anything on TV.
Yeah.
Right. They were never part of a commercial. you know,
Nope.
you would never see them on any of that unless it was a Weight Watchers commercial. Right. Kind of the before and after.
With their big ass pants. The big old,
Right.
Yeah,
you know,
circus
holding them
tent
from side
pants.
to,
Yeah.
where they standing inside half of the pants. You know.
Yeah.
That's the only time you would see it, right? And so now I think people you know with like Lizzo, right? She's just her, right? When you start seeing kind of these other ideas and thoughts and people are saying that they're confident in who they are, then, you know, kind of body image changes. But I still think there's a lot of anxiety about, you know, how I currently look, how I currently feel, you know, and trying to find a picture. Because right now I have I was gonna do my goal. My wife and I had done these what do you call them, vision boards.
Yeah.
Right. And we had done, she had this beautiful frame, so they're hung up, you know, and we had done them a couple years ago, and I had this beach body competition on my vision board. Now I hadn't quite.
You are in the process, right? So I'm in the process.
Actually, I'm not.
Okay.
So we're gonna be honest.
Right.
We're going to be honest.
We're gonna be honest.
Yes, we're gonna be honest, brutally honest. I am not in the process of getting to that beach body competition, but I had a vision of what I wanted to be.
Okay.
A thought process of where I wanted to be, how I wanted to look. You know, this kind of body type. You know, and so I did pull this visual as like a goal for what I wanted.
Yes. And so God, this is about, we got so many roads to go down on this one, because I'm very passionate about body image.
Yes,
man.
you are.
But this is the thing, right? So you pull that image, right? And I think that a lot of people who have those aspirations, not necessarily they want to be beach body competition, but a lot of times they make this vision board, or in their heads they say, this is what I want to look like, this is that, whatever. And you pull this image of this is this goal, but a lot of people don't realize that the image of which you pulled is not a naturally obtainable image, right? Yeah. But a lot of people don't realize that. So they say, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna look like, and this is a good body, so I have a bad body, and if I don't look like this, I'm a terrible person. But what you're trying to achieve is not achievable. It's just not going to happen
in the natural state of where you're trying to achieve it.
And hell, even in the enhanced state,
it still may not be achievable.
It still comes down to your genetics. Naturally, you know, your natural frame size, your natural bone density.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people that can't carry around 200 pounds of muscle because their joints are going to just deteriorate and fall apart, right? So even with women, you know, a lot of them, you know, these women that are surgically altered and getting these Brazilian butt lifts and their chest done and their nose done, their face done, and, you know, everything else. And even then, like, they get out there and they're taking these pictures and they're editing the pictures and tightening the waist up and taking away the whatevers, and it creates this negative image in your head that, like, you know, you're not good enough, you're this or you're that. But and then you say that, like, on the backs, like, you talk about like people like Lizzo and all those people, and God forbid we had say anything bad about Lizzo, man. Fuck Lizzo, I don't give a fuck. But not that she's a bad person, I don't know, she might be great. But I would question, like, by having these overweight people, we say overweight or we say fat or just nasty motherfuckers on TV all the time, right? I sound bad, right? No, but is that a positive thing to have out there?
I think the confidence is a positive thing.
Confidence, 100%.
Okay, I believe the confidence is a positive thing from the standpoint of being okay with you, right? I still think there should be a desire to shave the weight down, to just be healthier.
To be exactly.
To be healthy, right? That's
yes.
really the background of it all, is that yes, I'm okay with the skin I'm in, but this is not where I want to stay. Right. And there's a desire for me to, because if I stay this way, then I'm not going to live this best life that I'm singing about or dance or talking about or whatever it is. Yeah. Because eventually what I'm putting in my body is going to cause my body to shut down. Right.
For sure.
So I have to do something different. And if I'm now making this money and I'm now doing these other kind of things, now I have access to more resources to be able to help me with that.
And I question though that then that's a hard thing though too, right? Is because like I look at those people like that. So look at some of the people that were big and got skinny, Adele and Rebel Wilson, and how much shit they got for wanting to be small.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like there's a pressure even in that for body image.
I think it's just because now it's okay to be a big boy, right? Yeah,
it's okay to be big, and God forbid you want to. Who cares if you got type 12 diabetes, right. whatever they like. You be confident being you. Like you're gonna die. You lost 3 toes. I mean, and everything else.
So this was the thing for me. It was, and I don't know if I've even shared this with anybody, but middle school, it was junior high. Right, I was walking through the hallways. I'm short and fat at this point, right? Because I hadn't grown
hit that growth spurt.
I hadn't hit that growth spurt, and I'm just a big boy, right? And I'm walking through the class, and I have these nice round glasses on, and these 2 girls that I thought were cute, right?
Yeah,
nice cute girls. They ugly now though. Golly,
say what happened?
What happened?
Hard stretch of road.
Oh boy, they hit a hard stretch. Okay, back to it. They were laughing, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. They were laughing. They was like, "Hi, look at Carl Winslow." From you gonna laugh? You laughing?
Yeah, because I said, yeah.
And so I had this image,
right?
Because it worked. Like it was, like that's the kind of jokes I tell today, which, is probably my defense mechanism. But nevertheless, I was like, dang, I do look like Carl, And so that was a negative body image that I had at that moment, because here I am overweight. I'm probably when I'm 12, 13 at this point. And so I'm like, and I had these huge round glasses on. So I today I still remember it. Right, 40 years later, I still remember the whole thing, and that created a negative image for me that I did have to work through. I did have to kind of try to chip at, and I didn't start losing weight, man, until I probably actually when I went to college, because at that point I was like, you know what, it's time to go ahead and get this thing together.
But and I don't know. It's funny that you say that they got ugly now. I don't know why that happens, man. The ones that be real
cute.
The real cute, man. I mean, I remember even when, I had some that I went to high school with that were just, bang, and then you see them now, and you're like, ooh, they done blown way all. Right. I am talking about body image. I'm like, this done blown way, like a whole sack of russet potatoes is hunched over in the corner. It's all nasty, but I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that is the thing, right? I think people get that in their head that that
could have destroyed me.
It could have
long term, right? That could have been something that
100%
that really caused me to have a negative perception of myself long term, right? I still went home and ate. That didn't change that. I mean,
that's my downfall. No, I'm always just been curious, and I want to ask people when I see whether it's whatever side of the spectrum of body they're on. I want to ask them why, right? Because I feel like when we talk about body image, right, there's a neutral body that's in the middle, and we'll call that, I don't know, average. I don't want to say average because everybody knows America's fat and overweight, bro. Everybody, so it ain't. We're not average here, but we'll factor in everybody else. There's this middle piece, right? And then you have the big Jabba the Hutt MFs way over here, right? And then you have the Herculean steroid injected Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I know you're taking steroids, just admit that shit. Quit lying to everybody. On this side, right? But the thing about it is, and then you have everybody in between, but the ones that are on this extreme, 1,000-pound sisters, over here, and then you have steroid Rock Johnson over here. Like, the people that are out here are usually out here either because they were bullied or because they're so, like, these outliers. There's always a reason, like, they're not good enough in their heads.
There's something emotionally
attached.
Yeah.
Generally. And then everybody follows in between. So then it's just interesting to see, like, the people that follow that and go towards one way or the other. Is that because of a lack of is the lack of confidence that pushes that? Is it being bullied that pushes that? Is it, they think, they may be attracted to that, right? Some people like really big people, some people like really small people, like whatever that reason is, like, there's more psychologically involved things going on when it comes to going in those directions, right? And I always want to ask the people that I see that are on one spectrum or the other, like, why are you there? But then people get offended, like, so if someone that's like 500 pounds, and I'm like, why are you 500 pounds? Like, not because I'm saying you have to be skinny or be whatever, but I'm just curious as to why they are the way that they are.
You kind of watch those. I watch those shows, right? 600-Pound Life and all of those kind of things, right? And they talk about how a lot of them talk about how they had the kids or whatever, the mate left, and so then they were now just eating themselves into the depression. They just took the depression, just kept kicking in, right? And so now they're at a place where they can't even roll out of the bed, right? And so it steamrolls because you didn't deal with this emotional thing, and because you didn't deal with this emotional psychological thing, it just this becomes a comfort level for you. And so even working out, not gaining an ounce. If I gain this much, then it's extremes of it, right? And so all of those, I believe, are rooted and tied into maybe even a conversation from a family member that said, hey, you're fat, or this or that or the third, right? And so all of those then begin to produce kind of these offshoots of stuff that we need to go back and uproot, go back and talk about. That whole mental health thing is still a lot of this, right?
Yeah, it is a lot of this. And I guess I was hoping that maybe, as we get in this conversation, we'd be able to define what a positive body image means, but I don't think that there is.
This for positive body image for me, right? Even though I had that on the on there, because I know I've learned my body type, and I know what it's gonna take for me to get that. Right? It's gonna take a whole lot of work and a whole lot of time and a whole lot of sacrifice.
A whole lot,
right? Yeah. The thing that I want for me is I want to feel and look a certain way in my clothes. Honestly, that's really, and that for me is, and it's not really based on how you look. It's just really based on how I want to look.
Yeah. It's interesting that you say that, and that makes me think of something else, which I'll get to. But so, okay, you talk about how you look and feel in your clothes, right? And for me, and I could be wrong by this, whatever, but for me personally, for myself, like I've fluctuated a lot through the weight spectrum, but there's been times where I've been like just cut up and diced to the gills, and I didn't like with my shirt off, yeah, great, boom, all the muscles are on point, back's popping, shoulders popping, 6-pack popping, 8-pack popping, whatever, right? You got the dick root going down, and you have the whole fucking thing going on, but I didn't look good in clothes.
Okay.
Right, because, and even if you got like the suit tailored and everything, it didn't look right.
Got it.
And then I got a little more, not necessarily as cut up, but larger muscle, but more fat, whatever, not whatever you want to call it, right? And you get a fitted suit, and I like that look for me way better.
Yeah.
Way
Right.
better. Do I look the same with the shirt off? Fuck, no, I don't.
Right.
Well, at that time, right? But I felt and looked better. But then it's like, okay, well, clothes is a new thing.
Well, I mean,
know,
we have them on 90% of the time, right?
Right.
And you're
so
looking.
that's what's wrong with the world.
You just should walk around naked.
Just butt ass naked.
The thing that in that same vein, right? Because you made me think about it. I'm not at this point, at this stage in my life, I'm not going to the beach to impress anybody.
Right.
Right. So it's not that I need to be chiseled on all sides. I would like to feel confident taking off my shirt and hanging out at the beach. But do I need to be the most chiseled at the beach? No. Right. And like you said, there's a level of confidence I have when I can walk into a room and know that everything's where it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
And know that I could button this and I'm not gonna have these creases right here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that the split isn't doing this in the back, right? You know.
Yeah.
So all of that breeds, I think, confidence into who I am and how I show up in the day.
So I guess then the question is really, is it body image or lack of quality clothing? No, right. But really, right? Because
if I get the right clothes for my body size,
then I'll still look great.
But for me, I still don't like. Excuse me. I still prefer a certain weight,
right? Even
with a particular style, because I have a couple tailored suits at this size.
Right.
Yeah, I can rock it. I can put one on
and clean up and get out. I can
clean up and move around.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't want this suit. I have some other suits that I feel like I look better in, but I got to get back down to them.
Yeah, but so it's funny that you say that too, right? And this is where I think a lot of it comes into though too, because a lot of times I've seen it, even when I was younger, and I see my mom or she's like somebody like whatever they. Why are you holding on to that? Well, because I need to get back down.
I got you.
To that, right? But why?
Dude,
like, why do you need to get back down?
The crazy thing, and I'm gonna let you get back to that story.
No,
my mom's going through my dad's stuff, right?
Yeah.
And my dad literally has like 5 wardrobes. there's in their closet in the bedroom. There's probably 3 or 4 sizes of like groupings. There's a brown, a gray, a black suit. A brown, a gray, or black suit. You know, in groupings of sizes. And then over here in the closet over here, in my sister's old bedroom, there's other stuff, right? And so he was always saying, I'm gonna get back down to this one. Like, you know, he was always fluctuating between all of these groups of suits, man. And I was just like, okay, pop. Like, you know.
Hey, pick one and stick with it.
I mean, come on, you know. Because at 40, my dad was, so that one made me 10. Yeah, at 40, he was in the best shape of his life and had a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? So we were going to the gym. I was going to the gym when I hated it because that's when I was in middle school. So I didn't want to go. You know, when we going to eat? I need a snack. You know, but he was literally in the best shape of his life. He was playing tennis. You know, doing it all, right? And yeah, man, and he had a heart attack because even though he was skinnier, he still wasn't taking care of what he was eating. He was smoking, you know, doing all these other kind of things. And so all of that, I believe, is still part of the full body image when we talk about it.
Yes.
It can't just be so I said how I look is important, but at the end of the day, right now, thank God, I don't have a blood pressure issue. Right. I don't have a cholesterol issue. But I need to do something with what I have right now so that I don't develop one.
No, for sure.
And so those for me are those underlying things, heart issues, sleep apnea, all of those kind of things which I know come down the pipeline. I need to be in a place, and if my body's in a place where I combat that, then now I won. For me.
No, I agree 100% with that. And you hit the nail on the head. It is more than just the look of of you or
Yeah.
whoever's out here, right?
Right.
All these people out here. It's not just about how you look. You know, it is the internals. Honestly, the internals is the most important part.
Most important part.
You know, and like when we talked about this topic, you know, I was thinking about all the people that have died. There's been so many people, bodybuilders, fitness influencers, that are in there. They were in their 20s, you know, your early 20s, late 20s, and you're taking all of these things you shouldn't be taking, you know, all these steroid equivalents or testosterone or whatever it is, because you're trying to achieve this exterior look. And they were not monitoring their insides. They weren't getting their blood work. They weren't realizing that they're blowing their liver out and, you know, everything else it is.
Right.
And next thing you know, they're gone. And it's just crazy. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, within the last month and a half, 2 months, 5 people have died, all young kids.
Yeah.
You know, and you gotta ask yourself, what was it for?
Yep. And it may have been for the Instagram following.
For the Instagram following.
Yep.
And that's fucking phenomenal that you have 5 million people and you can't even fucking acknowledge them because you're dead. And now what? What?
Yeah. Now it's a, you know, memorial page.
It's terrible,
Yeah.
you know, and people do need to think about that, you know, stop worrying about that exterior appearance. I mean, yeah, okay, if you want something, right, but let it be a realistic look. Let it be a realistic look, right? Find out what is really realistic. What is it really gonna take?
Because you go to the doctor, right, and they give you that. This is your this is your range, right? My range, my height, and my, you know, all of those kind of things. I'm supposed to be at 140, I think. Bro, I look like a freaking crackhead.
Crackhead, bro.
I got down to in college, right after I pledged, because we were doing another story for another day.
Crackhead.
I got down to 185. And when I came home, they were like, "Man, are you on that stuff?"
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that I, you know, that I look sick. It's just that my frame is just not
built.
I'm just not gonna be a small guy, right?
Yeah.
I can be a solid one. I mean, not one nothing.
Right.
195, 200, 220, 220.
Yeah.
You at 220, I'm cocky. That's probably why I can't get back to it. At 220, 215, 220, oh, don't let me teeter.
Yeah,
Between 215, I'm cocky at that point.
It's all right. I have a spare room you can live in. When you get kicked out, I got you, bro.
I'm gonna get put all the way out.
No, but you're right though. Those BMI indexes are bullshit. I don't know who
created
that's based
that
off of, or they have. I feel like that's like,
you know, and I'm not gonna be racist, but I'm pretty sure it's a white man that created that.
Yes, from
that has nothing to do that doesn't know this.
That was in the 1800s when the tallest person was 5'3",
right?
You know, and that's what they base it off of. I'm pretty sure, but people still take that to heart. To heart. And you know, and I think about, it's funny that you say it too, because I looked at a picture. I had found a picture of me like when I was high school, and mentally, I remember, I fluctuated weight in high school too, right? Like I was bigger when I played football. I thinned out for basketball. I kind of got middle for track. Okay. So I fluctuated a lot, which is terrible on your body. If you are a high school age, you know, playing sports, take care of your body. I know your parents probably tell you take care of your. Trust me, take care of your body. All the fluctuations, all that bullshit. It is not. I'm in so much pain every damn day because of it. It's not worth it. Not worth it at all. And that fluctuating does take a lot out of your body. And you don't. Every time you yo-yo, you bounce back slower.
Yeah.
Slower and slower and slower and slower.
And don't get old. Older.
No,
that bounce back is even.
That bounce back is terrible. you look at something and you just get fat. But anyway, the point of what I was trying to make is like, I remember myself in high school, and I was like, damn, man, I was I was pretty big. I was jacked. I was lifting crazy weights in high school. And then I looked at a picture of myself, and like I said, I looked like a crackhead. I was real skinny, head looked big. It was terrible. Excuse me. It was so bad. Arms was looking, you doing the thing where you're trying to push the muscle out. Cause I'm just like, I said, man. Oh no. I said, this could not be me. Please tell me this wasn't me. And it's a different body. It's a different type of strength. It's a different type of everything. Like, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I went home. I thought I was looking good, man. I had my hair had grown out. I had my little S curl. I mean, it was like, dude, I was looking like Pookie from New Jack City, man. Just cracked out with a S curl.
With an S curl.
Oh man, come on,
back
man.
styling and then got tore up. Are you okay? Is something wrong?
Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Is college treating you okay?
If you needed money,
right.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a weird thing about it though too, right? Is body image on what you think looks good, right? Because you chase. I guess I mean I've never been bulimic or anorexic or whatever,
right.
but their image of how they look and see themselves versus someone looking at them, they're like, damn, like you really are just a toothpick.
There's nothing left.
You sneeze too hard and all your insides are gonna come out, but how they feel about themselves too. And I mean, again, that we're dealing with another mental health thing that's involved in that. But it does make me wonder as we continue to have these conversations. Is it really, does it boil down to a mental health issue across the board, right? If you really, like, you were thinking about, because everybody that says, oh, I just want to lose this baby weight, I just want to, or I just want to drop a couple pounds, or I put on some weight during COVID, or like whatever, like the majority of the time those people aren't doing it for health reasons, they're doing it for an image reason. But is that because mentally you don't feel pretty, you don't feel handsome, you don't feel attractive, you don't feel, and then go deeper, why don't you feel that way? Why don't you feel that way? Right? If we keep going, why,
you'll get to the root somewhere. Yeah,
it's a mental health thing, and we just aren't accepting of ourselves as.
I had to make a change, man, because even at my biggest weight, which was 285, right? And that was, I think that was probably, I had gone through like a depression at that point, right? Even at 285, I didn't feel like that kid that was called Carl Winslow. Right. Because over the years I had developed a level of okay with me, right? That was saying, okay, you know what? Whatever place you find yourself, just be the best you. Be you, right? And the weight is not going to define you. It's not going to. People are going to say what they're going to say. They're going to do whatever they're going to do.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, be okay with you in whatever state you find yourself in. And I had to work through that. And over the years now, I've worked through that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm my daddy's son. I have a couple different wardrobes, and I've gotten to the point now where I know how to dress it up. I know how to, put what I need to so that I
make it work.
I can make it work.
Make it work.
And if when I lose it, okay, let's take this stuff to the tailor. I don't have to go buy nothing else. Let's go take this,
and, and get it fixed up.
And get it fixed up, man. And all I need to go do is give me some new underwear. I'm good.
And no, you don't. Just wear the same.
And you don't need. You're right. I don't need new ones of those either.
You don't need new ones. You just stick with the
just
same
go with
ones.
Those.
They might just be a little more loose.
They're just a little loose.
But that's what the elastic is for. It's supposed to stretch when you get bigger and come back down when you get smaller. I've been trying to tell people this forever.
They just become boxes at that point.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But and what we laugh, right? But that's the thing is like, if more people start to think like that, you find that comfort, you find that acceptance, you find that it's okay. I don't have to have this. I don't have to look like this. I don't have to be this. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good right here in this moment, in the part of my life, whatever, if it's not damaging. And I guess that's the main. And you know what, if you want to be big, fine. If you want to be all muscly, fine. If you want to be super thin, fine. But do it in a healthy way.
Yeah.
And do it to where, because food is delicious. There's stuff out there that's great.
I have a love affair with food.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't deprive yourself just because you want to have, all right, I got two abs, I need 4, so I'm not going to eat for 3 days because I need to, don't deprive yourself out, because at the end of the day, life is the journey, right?
Yep.
It's going through there. It's having those experiences. It's sharing that ice cream sundae with your kid. Yeah. It's having the cake. It's doing those things.
And you got to do those things in moderation, right?
Exactly.
It's knowing that, okay, this one ice cream sandwich is not going to throw me off the rail. I'm not going to gain 20 pounds on one ice cream sandwich, right?
No, not going to happen.
And so I think it's just a matter of moderation. At this day and time, we have so much access to anything that it makes it almost that contributes, I believe, right?
Yeah.
When my parents were growing up, they couldn't just go to the store and buy all of this and all of that and all of this and all of that, and none of it was as processed as we have it today.
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
So I mean, even in this is going off one of the things that I'm considering is, Aaron, just take the processed stuff out of the house. Start with that, right? And at the end of the day, you're going to already have a more healthy kind of movement, because now you've just taken just the processed foods out of the house.
Yeah.
Even if it's frozen, that's still better than,
for sure,
stopping at the fast food joint, right? So, I mean, those small things, because I cook. Right. But if I cook from scratch, it's a lot different cooking from scratch than going over here and buying the jar of tomato sauce and pouring that out, right? No, 100%. Let me just cut the tomatoes up and make it myself.
And do the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the head with that, man. I mean, and that's, taking care of the insides, like we talked about, getting rid of the bad. And I can't go all like you. I need a little junk in my life. Come on.
Sir.
I need some process in my life. just a little bit.
I'm saying starting there and then easing that back in, right? Because right now yeah. Hey, you want Whataburger? Okay, let's go.
Hey, it's quick. It's quick.
You want cheese on that?
Yes, extra. extra,
give me some
please.
Spicy ketchup.
Yeah, and that's okay too, right? And that's okay too. And I just think, I don't know. We're just two people having a conversation.
Yeah,
I don't know how to change everybody's mindsets. I just hope that people can learn to accept who they are, learn to understand that what they see isn't always reality, right? And be able to just be a little more confident in their own skin and be okay being you, as long as you're not damaging yourself.
Man, you can tell, and I'm gonna throw one of my little secrets out here, because you can go back and see some of the videos, some of our videos, and you'll see my shirt do this. Right? You'll see my shirt do this. It's because I'm trying not to let you see.
Trying not to let you see the side.
That tire right here, right?
Side cut.
And so, that's one of the ways that I know that I'm uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Is because the presentation that I'm trying to adjust to make sure that this, that, and the third. But it's not. I promise you, I still get back up here and record. It's not going to cripple me.
It's not going to cripple. But not everybody
it is something I know I need to work on.
Not everybody has that though, man. And even no matter what you say, how many people I see that are this big and still adjust themselves because they feel,
right.
We all just need to be a little more confident, with this. I mean, I have a huge problem with this, so I don't know. This is something that we all can work on together. As we continue to move on and grow, we be a little more confident in who we are. I would like, maybe people need to, if you're not confident, put some in the comments. We're not going to call you out, but I just want to see how many people are not confident.
Yeah, just raise your hand in the comments.
I might even put that up as a poll.
As a poll, yeah.
When we do, because I want to know, and we can dive further into that in other episodes. I'm curious.
I think there's a conspiracy against me getting to 220.
Possibly, bro. We trying to keep you married.
I think there's a conspiracy. I think there's.
We trying to keep you in a happy home.
I think 215
right?
is
the goal.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What do you think it is?
That's a hard one. I would say 230. I would say 230 would be right where you want to be.
230? 230 tone.
I would say 230 tight.
Okay, 230 tight. I'm good with 230 tight.
Because when you get toned, you start putting on that muscle, and then that's just big, and you just get kind of big.
I'm good because you still got some residual that you got to work with. So it's all fighting against each other. So 230 tight. I can do 230 tight. Yeah,
230 tight.
Because the problem is right now I have some jeans that I really like. I just bought some brand new cargo pants. Polo. I found them. I got to tell the story. So,
hey, tell it.
I was in Macy's, right? And they were having their sale.
Can't afford Macy's. So,
I can't normally afford Macy's either. And I wanted a pair of cargo pants, right? A pair of camouflage.
Yeah.
And I'm walking through. I'm not a big Polo fan, but I saw the pants and I was like, okay, boom, nice. They had all of the bells and whistles because it's Polo.
Polo, yes, sir.
And I saw the sale sign, and it's like a certain percentage off, and I'm like, okay, it's still gonna be $300. So I walk over to the little scanner because I couldn't find anybody.
Yeah,
I put it under there, and it said $30.
Oh shit!
Somebody had put it in wrong. I immediately walked to the cash register, and I said, "Here, I want these pants." And she scanned them. She said, "Oh, that's a good deal." Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good deal.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. And then I went back to shopping because I was like, "No, you're not gonna fix this while I'm walking in the store."
At all. The time to buy is when you see
it's
it.
Immediately. Immediately.
To just get on it.
So I said that to say I have this pair of that are like perfect right now. So I'm gonna have to, I gotta carry those with me, man.
I got you. Hey, a little motivation pants never hurt anybody, man. I would like to say I have something like that, but I don't. That's where I messed up, because I came from the era where all the clothes were baggy.
Okay.
And then I got fat and they just all fit.
Okay.
So I'm just like,
I think one of the biggest things, and we just rambling at this point. One of the biggest things that hurt me as a kid, I'm gonna tell you, another one of those things, is having to get jeans that had husky on them. That hurt me. I was like, Mama, I gotta get the husky jeans. Mama, well, I can't get the regular 501. The 501s didn't work. I had to get husky.
Well, I don't think. In little Aaron's defense, man, 501s was made for skinny white people anyway.
I get it, but
I could never wear no 501s.
I've never even gotten in a leg in a 501, so it's okay.
I struggled to get into 569s.
Yeah, those. I'm in a what's now? These are
probably 569s, man. Whatever the relax.
It's the athletic one. Loose, it's the new athletic one. Whatever that is.
Whatever Levi's, let us know what they are. And
they finally diversified
a little bit. Yeah, because it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. I will say that you said, like, even for me, even being like athletic, or you're black, so you're built, the little structure's a little different. It was very hard finding
clothes that
fit normal.
I have to buy stuff big in the waist in order for it to fit your legs, man. I mean, it's just, we got legs and butt. You got to deal, right? It came down the pipeline. Pops like the chick with big booty. I mean, so now you got sons with...
You just stuck with it. You just stuck with it.
You got thick sons. Wow, man, come on. What's up with that?
Hey, it is what it is. You can only be who you are, and that's all we can do.
So some of it's not gonna go away. So I just gotta, I gotta work with what I got, man. But yeah, that husky kind of got me, man.
That's gonna be the other part of the poll. Whoever had Husky. I'm curious.
Yeah, I was in the Huskies.
I like it, man. Well, let's just close this one out. Hopefully everybody learned something. I don't even know. Maybe they did.
We're entertained.
Yeah, at least entertained, and hopefully they find a little more confidence.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We appreciate you listening for sure. But we need your help.
Yeah, we need your help. We need you to like, comment, and subscribe so that we can continue to make great content for you guys.
Yeah. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.
And it's right here on the screen. Everything you need.
Right there. Thank you so much, guys, for listening.
All right, take care.